Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and I'm sure the more eagle-eyed amongst you, in fact most of you probably will have noticed the new intro. I thought it was about time for one, so I don't know what you guys think to that. But anyway, here we are, Random Destruction. This is the one that I was going to put up last night, but then I ended up doing the Vindicator Charioteer review, which ended up going up this morning anyway, but yeah, there you go. Random Destruction. A couple of... well, this one's sort of a steady game in the T44, and then got quite a, well, I thought it was quite a fun game in Edelweiss after this as well. I did pick up Edelweiss and the Nameless. Edelweiss is just too good to miss, and the Nameless isn't too bad as well. Now, I don't know if I mentioned in Vindicator one, I think I might have started to and got sidetracked. If you are looking, for whatever reason, at buying the Dunkirk Mega Bundle, you know, like I say, not something I'm going to be picking up myself, because, well, let's face it, they are just sort of reskins of Tech Tree tanks. But if you are looking at picking it up for collectible reasons or whatever, I worked out it would cost roughly around £51 worth of gold to buy it in game. I don't know what that would be in dollars, I'm afraid. But on the PSN store, and I'm assuming on the Xbox store as well, it is cheaper. It is only £45, so you will save yourself around £6 if you are looking at getting it by probably getting it off the PSN or the Xbox store. Obviously it depends. If you've already got a load of gold on, you know, it's not going to be cheaper, but you'd save your gold or whatever. So yeah, if you are looking at getting it, do have a look, you know, whichever way would be cheaper for yourself. I tried to put it on... tried to post it on YouTube earlier, you know, with the sort of you can do little posts as opposed to videos, but YouTube didn't seem to be working earlier, unfortunately. Anyway, back to this T44, one of my favourite medium tanks, and this was from a few weeks ago, I think, actually, and I did have to quickly check back to see if I'd used it, because I thought I had, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so obviously mustn't have used it. Tier 8 match on Wide Park, and I've now got my T54. I've kept my T44, but this was one of the last games that I played in it. Well, I'll say one of the last ones, yeah, probably one of the last few. But I've got the T54 now, not got it fully upgraded, nearly. I've just got to get the top gun, or one of them, should I say. But it's not going too bad here. Took a hit there from that Tiger 2, being a bit careless, going after that Carnarvon. Now the Tiger 2's coming up, and I think I damage his ammo rack in a minute, and I try to ammo rack him as well, but I can't quite hit it again. Where is it? Or I've already done it and missed it, or was that the Carnarvon? Could have been the Carnarvon actually, but there you go. The Tiger 2 is concentrating on that heavy that's up there with me. He's done, and the Tiger 2 that's up there with me is still alive. He's just taken out the Carnarvon. And what have we got down there? Panther 88. But again, he seems to be focusing on the Tiger 2. No, he's put his attention to me, and yeah, I was hoping I'd just get the reload in there, but I did take a hit from him as well. And the ELC snuck up behind us, although unfortunately he's just run into the Tiger 2. And I'm going to try and chase him round. That was annoying. Just clip the front of the Tiger. Not his fault. Just an accident. That ELC is done for. I'm assuming he flicked it round because he'd probably reloaded. I did feel a bit of a bully there, but never mind. It was good fun. If this is the match I'm thinking of, I think I know why I didn't use it. I did plan on using it, I think. And if it is the one I'm thinking of, it got a little bit annoying towards the end. Anyway, we've now managed to work our way round. The enemy are also heading towards our cap, and we've got a TD just around the corner. The enemy tanks have just gone into our cap, and it's an ICU-152. Which way is he facing? He's facing towards the Tiger 2, so let's see if we can lend a hand. Really should have gone to track him, but he doesn't really know where to look. If he turns on me, the Tiger 2 is going to get him in the flank, and, well, if he stays looking at the Tiger 2, which he did, I got him in the flank, the Tiger 2 took him out. And, yeah, well, the enemy team are capping now. But it was a bit frustrating. I would have liked to have done a little bit more damage and had a bit more of a fight, because I was having fun. But we had to sort of rush to cap. Well, we didn't have to rush to cap. The guys that were there, they were either on low health or low tier, or they just weren't going to get there in time. But unfortunately, yeah, we ended up capping out. So a little bit disappointing on that one. But it's nice that it's a victory. Victory is always nice. But I was just looking forward to doing a bit more scrapping there. But I'm enjoying the T-54. A little bit tricky, because at the moment you've got the same gun as on the T-44, but obviously you're a tier higher. So you do have to work that a little bit harder at the minute, you know, to get around the flanks or go for weak spots. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've had a couple of decent games in it so far, and I've now got the upgraded turret. But yeah, I like it. I'm going to try and use, I know a lot of people call it the Heat 54, because you have to use a lot of premium ammo, because you've got, for the tier, you've got quite low penetration compared to your sort of counterparts up there. But I'm going to try and use as little of it as possible. I always try and use as little premium ammo as possible, and just tend to use it when my back's up against the wall a bit. But anyway, here we are in Edelweiss. I am platooned up with my lovely wife again. It's a tier 8 match, I believe, so we were looking forward to having a bit of fun. And well, like I said in the Edelweiss review, it is a decent medium tank. It's like a faster Panther 2 almost. And one of you guys, I think possibly Roger Mirage, if I remember rightly, maybe said sort of about this one that it's kind of got light tank speed, heavy tank armour, and a medium tank gun. And it's not far off. I mean, I know there's heavy tanks with more armour than this, but yeah, the armour's, well, FCM 50T, that's a heavy tank, and that's probably got about the same armour as this, so technically. But yeah, it is a nice medium tank. It's got a very good power to weight ratio, great top speed, decent armour, good gun. But yeah, it kind of is the whole package of sort of medium tanks in a way. I know lots of people don't like it, because it's, you know, sort of an anime tank, but if you can get past that, it is a great vehicle to actually drive. It is really good fun. But here we are, we're up at the top corner on Sand River, and a few of the teams come this way. There's a medium out in the middle of the map, as you can see. A couple of heavies have gone down the western side, and there's a TD up here as well with us, and we've run into a few enemy tanks. My wife, she's in her Edelweiss, she's just up to my left, as you can see there on the map. And the tanks that I was shooting at over there have come round and up this way. There's a CDC, the T69 has come this way. Dunk the shot on the CDC, wait for the reload. You see, when you're trying to use the gun depression like this on Edelweiss, you do seem to get the full gun depression over all of the tank, apart from the corners at the front, because you see the headlight. Well, the headlights, one on either side, do affect the gun depression, so you do have to be careful of that occasionally. It's caused me to miss shots a couple of times. But it's also like a mountain goat as well, it can get up most things. So now the CDC's done, the T69 is down there, and if you look at the map, the rest of the team that kind of headed up this way with us have now moved right across the centre of the map and are basically circling the enemy cap. But unfortunately, the couple of heavies that went down the western side of the map there, they seem to have been taken out. We've got a one tank lead at the moment on the scores, but it can that could easily turn around. Now, I thought there was a T28 prototype up there. Now he is there, but he's pulled back. And at this point, it's a case of trying to get down here. I thought there was another guy down here as well. We have got a medium down there, so I'm going to try and get down here. Keep an eye on the charioteer a second. But he's over the dunes. The T28 prototype hasn't seen me, so I'm going to try and get round there and get alongside that T28 prototype, but I don't want a charioteer or anything else on my flank, so I'm going to have to be careful. Yeah, there he is. It's also worth mentioning at this point the crews, which I never got to see when I got these on loan for review. They are unique crews. So neither of us have got any skills on these crews at the moment. They are completely fresh. The picture is anime picture, the actual characters from Valkyria Chronicles, and the voices are, well, it is as you hear it now. It already came with a Japanese voice, and Nameless came with a female crew with a female Japanese voice. Now, got to go for the ram. You've got to do it. It's fast, this tank. It's got decent armour, so go for the ram. That was very close though from Artie. He nearly had me there. There you are, you sneaky. Oh, just got away. Right, well, he's dropped down. I am on very low health. We do have a decent lead. And, yeah, I just can't resist this. So those of you that were paying attention to the intro will know what's about to happen. Yeah, just couldn't resist. You've got to, haven't you? You know, something like that, where they're at the bottom of a cliff, you've just got to do it. Like I say, we had a decent lead. I was confident in the fact we were going to win this one, and yeah, it was just too much to resist, like I say. So with this one, instead of editing it and jumping to the end, because I was in a platoon with my wife, I thought I'd flick over to see what she was up to and just follow her until the end of the match, really. Well, that freedom's taken care of. There's a Borsig up that way who's just taken a big old hit from our Artie. I know there's a Super Pershing left, and I'm not sure what the other medium is. But now it just seems to be a case of mopping up. In fact, in a very short period of time, there are a few tanks that have just sort of been finished off, mopped up, etc. And I have a feeling that the ones that were left, because it, you know, it was, I say fairly even. I think we were a couple of 3 tanks in the front. But then, yeah, like I say, in a few seconds, it's sort of down to a couple of tanks left. That Artie hit on the Borsig helped. Left him as a one-shot for basically anybody that he would have come up against. And, yeah, there's just a Super Pershing left up there now. And as you can see, Artie's, even Artie's moving in. There's a couple of TDs that are turned around, I would imagine, and taking a couple of shots. And, well, my wife, she's moving in, and so are the other 2 friendlies behind her. But it looks like somebody managed to take him out. The Hellcat managed to take him out, so that's the match. Like I said, when I jumped off that cliff, I was pretty confident it was going to result in a win, so I was quite happy to do that. Not my highest damage in Edelweiss, but like I said before, I thought it was quite a fun match, and I hope you agree, and I hope you're entertained by it as well. But there you go, good fun game in it, and hopefully I'll bring you lots more entertainment out of Edelweiss, and hopefully the Nameless as well. But there you go, hope you've enjoyed that video. I shall be back tomorrow with another one, probably the road to tier 10. So until then, take care then, I'll catch you next time. See you later.